welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing my August wrap up. So August wasn't a very good month. We've had lots of things to deal with, so I didn't read as much as I really wanted to. So I'll quickly just go through everything I read. Probably won't be as long as last month's wrap up. I'll start with the audiobooks I listened to, first one being The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams, and the audiobook was narrated by Stephen Fry. I had such high hopes for this book, but I just ended up not liking it at all. It just seemed a bit all over the place, and I couldn't really follow the plot. I mean, it was a 5-hour audiobook and it took me a good week and a bit to finish it. That wasn't very good. It basically follows a guy called Arthur who is on Earth as it gets blown up, and he manages to hitchhike to another galaxy, and it all goes from there really, but I couldn't really follow it for some reason. I don't know why. Stephen Fry was amazing, he is always amazing, but yeah, it really disappointed me. The other audiobook I listened to and had to DNF it because I hated it was Wrecker by Noel O'Reilly. I started this straight after Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which was beginning of August. Got to the end of August and I still hadn't finished it, and I was like, right, I'm going to DNF this. Basically it's because it's so religion heavy, and I'm not someone who likes reading about religion, and I just find it so boring. Nothing much happened, and by the blurb it seemed like quite a lot was going to happen, but it didn't. Basically the blurb, it sounded like it was mostly set about this Cornwall cannibal that happened, and it hardly mentioned it again. So yeah, I got over halfway. I really did not like it at all. So now on to the books that I read, first one being When the Curtain Falls by Carrie Hope Fletcher. So I did do a quick review of this, which I will link down below, but I won't go into this too much detail here. You can just go to the review that I did earlier this month. But I did really like this. It follows two timelines in the theatre, so it's two productions of When the Curtain Falls. You've got the original production, which I think is back in the 1950s, and you follow Fawn and I think it's Walter. And then you've got present day where they're doing another production and you follow Olive and Oscar. And they're these two couples who have kind of a rocky relationship, and I did really like it. Not the best one she's done. I still like All That She Can See. I think that is my favourite one, but I did really like this. Watch my review down below because I will go into it in more detail there. Then I read Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. Is that how you pronounce the name? Not too sure. Again, I did a review, which I will link down below, so again I won't go into this in too much detail. But this follows Emma, who, when she is at a summer camp, her 3 friends go missing, never to be seen again. Follow Emma 10 years later, she's invited back to this camp to be a painting instructor. And it all follows on from there. There's ghosts that are being brought up, you've got Emma who's trying to figure stuff out, people start terrorising Emma, and it's all very good. It had me on the edge of my seat, and I think this would be a perfect read for October because some bits did have me a bit scared. Well, not scared, but more like I had to go make sure my door was locked and everything like that. But yeah, check my review down below because I go into it in more detail there. And as usual, I read the next book in the Philippa Gregory Plantagenet and Tudor series, and that's Three Sisters, Three Queens. This one follows Margaret, Henry VIII's sister, and she becomes Queen of Scotland, which I think is why I didn't find it as interesting. I didn't find Scottish politics to be as interesting as English politics, to be honest. And also you find that Margaret's very obsessed with being better than Catherine of Aragon, her sister-in-law, and her younger sister Mary. But I didn't really like that. Margaret wasn't a very good storyteller, to be honest, so it's not one of my favourite books. And also we've seen the rise and fall of Catherine of Aragon in 2 books now. Same with Anne Boleyn, so it is getting a bit repetitive, but the next book is The Other Boleyn Girl, which I hope will be the end of all that and we can get moved on. Then I decided to read a few graphic novels, first one being Hostage by Guy Delisle. Is that how you pronounce that? I'm not too sure. So this one really interested me, so hence why I picked that up at Waterstones a while ago. But this follows, let me just check, Christophe André, who worked with Doctors Without Borders in, I think it was 1992, 1997, and he was kidnapped that year as well. And it basically follows him as he's being moved around all these places. You see his inner thoughts about how he hopes someone's coming to get him. And to say it's basically about a guy who lives in a corner of the room with basically only a bed and radiator. It's really interesting. You really root for Christophe. and you really want him to get away, you want him to escape, all his escape attempts, you're kind of like, oh my god, please do it, and you just really feel for him. And the art as well is also so simple, but it's such a good book. I really recommend this, and I do think that maybe graphic novels are going to be the perfect way to kind of do real life retellings, so I can't wait to read more books like this. If you do know any, please comment down below, because I do want to read some more graphic novels like this. But yeah, I totally recommend this. Then the last book I got through in August was Mirror Mirror, and that's the Volume 2 official manga of RWBY, which is a American anime by Rooster Teeth, which I love. I was going to save this to read when I'm down to RTX in September, but I just couldn't wait, so I read it straight away. This one follows Weiss, and I have to admit it wasn't as good as the one following Ruby Rose, just because this one basically focuses on Weiss's growth, because when you find her she's basically all alone, and now she's got her friends, and this is her trying to realise that she has friends, whereas Ruby's was a bit more of a variety, had lots of different kinds of stories, whereas this one was just all about that. And it did annoy me a bit. It was still really cute and adorable, you've got all the different art styles and everything like that, and I did really love it, but at the same time I just wish they were based on something else as well. Even though I know Weiss's character growth is very important in the show, it would have been nice to have a few more just little cute little stories. But I did like this, and Blake's, who is my favourite, is released in November, I think, so I can't wait to get that read. So that's it for my August wrap up. I hope you enjoyed it, and remember all my social media links are down below, and I will see you later with a new video. Bye!